Terumah Perek Tet Mishnah Bet, the second Mishnah in chapter 9 of Terumot. So in our last Mishnah, we discussed what happens if somebody plants Terumah. So even though if he did it by accident, he could overturn it, or he has to overturn it, so he has to destroy the plants. Nonetheless, we said if he did it on purpose, Yekayem, he leaves it, and if it already grew a third, then he has to leave it, Yekayem. So we're going to see now in the next two Mishnayot, this Mishnah and the next Mishnah, that this leads to a whole host of problems. Essentially, you're growing a field that, according to the halacha, is the din of truma. Now, it's not truma deoraita; it doesn't belong to the kohen. But the Kahati explains, and we're going to see in Mishnah Daled, that Chazal designated as money that belongs to truma, and because of that, therefore, you have to treat it like money that belongs to truma. Okay, it's asur to the zar. Okay, it belongs to it belongs to other people, but nobody else can eat it other than the kohanim. You have to treat it in that way, as we'll soon see in a second. How do you handle that? So it says the Mishnah. Because it's not really truma deoraita, it's only truma derabbanan. So this field, as it grows, it's required. It has a chiyuv of leket, shikha, and peah. Leket when you drop it, shikha if you forget it, peah you have to leave the corners, and it belongs to the aniyim. Oh, but the aniyim can't eat it. What do you do? V'aniyei Yisrael, v'aniyei kohanim melaktim. Both aniyei Yisrael, whether they're Yisrael or kohanim, they can collect it. Now the aniyei kohanim, they eat it because they're kohanim. And remember, this produce has the din of truma. V'aniyei Yisrael, the poor of Israelites, mochim et shalahem l'kohanim b'demei truma v'damim shalahem. They can't eat it, remember, because it has a din of truma d'Rabbanan. So they sell mochim et shalahem. They sell that which they collected to the kohanim b'demei truma. Remember, it's on the truma market because it's only edible by the kohanim. So it's a special section in the supermarket of truma. The kohanim buy it, v'hadamim shalahem, and the ani can keep the money. So the value belongs to the Israel, but the produce has the din of truma, cannot be eaten by Yisrael. Rabbi Tarfon says no. Lo yilaktu ela aniyei kohanim. Shema yishkechu v'yitnu letoch piyem. Rabbi Tarfon says, I'm worried what happens if I let the aniyim, the regular aniyei Yisrael, collect it. Shema, so maybe they're going to eat it. They're going to get confused, which is very likely because the aniyim, they don't know. They're collecting the field, so they're going to say, no, that's truma. It's very dangerous. Therefore, he says, lo yilaktu ela aniyei kohanim. Only the aniyei kohanim should collect it. This is an interesting thing in the language. Lo plus ella, not plus only, not plus except means only. So only the aniyei kohanim should collect it. Shema yishkechu v'yitnu letoch piyem. Maybe they'll forget and put it in their mouth and they'll eat it. So therefore only the kohanim should collect it. Amar lo Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva said, Im kain lo yilaktu ela tahorim. It's also true that only someone who's tahor can eat it. So therefore, if that's true, then only somebody who's tahor should eat it. We don't make that rule for kohanim. So just like we don't make the rule for a kohen who's tamei, he can't eat it. So he collects it, he sells it to the kohen, or he waits till he's tahor. Nonetheless, so too, we don't make that rule for Yisraelim, and Yisraelim can also collect it and then sell it to the kohen on the truma market. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, arspotu@gmail.com, and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.